What's cracking, guys? Omar here, back with another video. In this video today, we're going to talk about why bad personal trainers think they're much better than they actually are. And we can extend this further, why a lot of lifters that don't possess a lot of lifting knowledge think that they know much more than they actually know. The individuals that say, bro, just fucking train and eat and you'll turn into a beast, where they try and overly simplify or flat out incorrectly state certain things, supposing that they are facts. We're going to talk a little bit about the Dunning-Kruger effect, which is essentially a cognitive bias where people with lower abilities grossly overestimate their actual ability. So people that don't possess a lot of knowledge think they know way more than they actually do. And those that do know, those that do possess ability and have that knowledge, they recognize, because they have that repository of knowledge, that in fact there's so much more that they don't know, so sometimes they'll underestimate their ability. And we could talk about personal trainers. We could talk how there's a lot of really bad personal trainers that take, certification, and after they take that certification, they think they know everything and they could pinpoint every single problem. And we've all been victims of this, which is why the overall message today is to be humble. Maybe a trainer gets a certification, notices a client has some sort of hip ache, and because they took some sort of course over the weekend, it's gotta be weak glutes not firing. And this is a sign those that claim they know more than they actually know, that in reality they don't know what they're talking about, because you need to put in the time, you need to study, you need to learn. I need to learn. There's a lot of mistakes I've made, but this extends even beyond just trainers you see probably at your gym, where we've all heard it before. I said this when I was taking a certification, my first CanFit Pro, and I'll say it out loud, it was CanFit Pro, where individuals were taught you should not bench touching the actual chest. The elbows should be at 90 degrees and you should go halfway down till the elbows are at 90 degrees, leaving about 8 inches away from the chest. And well, I get maybe what they're trying to say, talking about older clients not injuring their shoulders in some sort of strange way. It's flat out incorrect. That's not necessary, and in a way it is harmful because it's misrepresenting how to bench press, how to train your clients, and it's giving extremely limited, incorrect information. And so you see individuals that get a little bit of knowledge and think then they know everything. So personal trainers are absolutely guilty of this, because in general, I'm speaking in generalities here, because there isn't that level of standard. There's not a high level of standard unless you complete your CSCS and a few other certifications that are solid, but for the most part, to work at a big box gym, right, you don't need to know a lot. You might think you know a lot, and that's when it becomes dangerous. The same thing happens, the exact same thing happens, and I would say the Dunning-Kruger effect is extremely high amongst lifters, because egos, bros, it gets in the way. If you were to ask the average bro what body fat percentage they are, they would grossly underestimate it. Bro, I'm 7% body fat, when in fact they're 13%. And I've seen this time and time again. I got bros, sliding into the DMs asking, yo man, what body fat percentage you think I am? And whatever they say, it is 80 or 90% of the time way less than what they actually are. So they'll say they're 12% and they're more like 18%. Even extending beyond just aesthetics and how someone looks. When we talk about knowledge, when we talk about lifting, giving advice, we'll see this all the time. Sometimes I'll seek a really good video by someone that knows a lot, putting out information, a fitness video, and you'll see someone, they'll state an opinion that could be just flat out, once again, incorrect. They think they're right for some reason, once again, because of that Dunning-Kruger effect. They think they know more than they know. They state their opinion. They're more vocal about their opinion, but they're in fact incorrect. What can we do about this? Well, like I said before, be humble and obviously recognize that we all don't know nearly as much as we think we know, and I think it's a lot of bros still that oversimplify lifting, getting stronger, nutrition, all those various components. There are good, general, simple rules that we can follow in order to get stronger, to get more jacked, and to be leaner. But if you want to deadlift 600 pounds, it's not just going to the gym at, a body weight at 180 or 200 pounds. You don't just go in every day lifting hard. In fact, one of the biggest mistakes I made early on in my lifting career was lifting too hard too often. Going in thinking, you know what? You have to apply yourself 100% in the gym every single session, lifting really heavy, approaching failure in order to make progress, and that's simply not the case. I've been, incorrect on many fronts over the years when it comes to training. We talked before about higher repetitions. If you were to ask me 6 years ago, yo, Omar, do you think higher repetition work, like 20 plus reps, if you focus primarily on that, would that build a decent amount of muscle? I would say probably a little bit, but not a lot. Yet the evidence keeps coming in, the higher repetition work, so we talk kind of that quasi-calisthenic style where you do a lot more repetitions, does in fact yield pretty big hypertrophy. So I've been wrong in a lot of ways, and I think this is especially important to mention to bros out there that watch these videos or just in general that go to the gym, where I think ego just further complicates this issue where a lot of bros think they know a hell of a lot more. Though, how many times have you seen someone at the gym giving advice, incorrect advice, to someone else that's starting out that's maybe newer, maybe they've only been training for a year and they think they know everything? How many times have we heard before YouTube, before a lot of good fitness information was spread around the community, some sort of guy that works at a supplement store saying, bro, you want to grow, you need glutamine. A lot of this has been dispelled, but there's still a lot of information out there that is yet to be discovered. I'm learning a lot of things. Why do you think? And that's why I try and make it a point to try and provide good information, and if I'm incorrect, correct it along the way. Get people that know more than me. So, powerlifting, yeah, I do a lot of strength training, but you know what? We're gonna bring in arguably the greatest strength coach of all time, Borshako. He's gonna do an hour interview for the channel, which he did, and share his information, recognizing, and that's been an integral component of the channel from the get-go, that I don't know everything, not even remotely close. So getting other people that know more can be really helpful. We got Bryce Krawcheck coming when it comes to powerlifting, so the practical component, someone that is an IPF world-class lifter, coaches a lot of people, he can spread a lot of really good information. Same idea. Why do you think when I'm leaning out, when it comes time in 2018, around the end of summer, when I want to lean down and get just downright yucky, why do you think I'm going to be contacting Eric Helms and getting Eric to do my body transformation, go over my training program, go over the macronutrients, the entire coaching process? Do I have sufficient knowledge to get myself lean? Absolutely. But am I open to learning new things? Definitely. And do I think I will learn new things? Yes. There is a lot of information out there still to be learned. There's still a lot of content when it comes to fitness to provide. So don't get offended when I say that, when I say, you know what, bros on average, which is true, they underestimate their body fat percentage. I know, because I've had hundreds of individuals message me throughout the years, sending photos, asking what their body fat percentage is. Same idea when I'll see comments either on my channel or other channels of just random people, and some people are really helpful, and I'll even give the flip side. Some people that leave comments possess probably more information than those that are providing the fitness information, so it goes both ways. But there's a lot of comments that people were like, bro, just sit down, be humble, take a step back, open your ears up and listen a little bit. So increasing that overall level of knowledge, recognizing that we don't know everything, even close to everything when it comes to lifting, and that it is more complex than a lot of people make it out to be. And if we want to maximize our potential, whether it be getting stronger, building muscle, or optimizing our composition, it is an ever learning process. Anyways, just thought I would make this video, why bad personal trainers think they're good, or basically you could also title it, why those with high body fat percentage levels think that they're lower than they really are. Be humble, keep the ears open, and hopefully we'll all learn something along the way. Anyways, that's all the time I have in this video. I gotta get out of here. The sun's still out. It's a miracle I'm finally waking up early. If you liked the video, I'm looking right at you. I'm really looking right at you. Like the damn video and leave a comment below what you want to see next. Last, before I go, I've already recommended this book before, but for those that want to be more aware of their potential biases they might have when it comes to the way they think, Thinking Fast and Slow is a fantastic book that I've been recommending for the last 6 years. I learned a hell of a lot. I gotta get out of here. I'll see all you guys in my rounds in that next video.
Fucking vegetables.